Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about looking back on 2018 and kind of some resolutions I have for 2019. And these are all book related. They're not going to be like personal, like weight loss or whatever, stuff like that. Again, this was an idea inspired by Haley in Bookland. So again, I'll link her channel down below. So I wanted to start with kind of looking back on 2018. So this year I started this channel. That was in July. So I've been doing it for like 5 months, and it's definitely come a long way from where I started, for sure. But there's so much more to learn. So, next year is just going to be doing more stuff, learning more things, hopefully. I also discovered BookTube in general. Like, for whatever reason, it never occurred to me that there would be a bunch of other people doing this sort of thing. So when I was looking for videos on how to start a channel and stuff, these things started popping up that were like BookTube starter questions and that sort of thing. And I was like, oh, there's a whole community. It's not just beauty gurus and like how to fix your car videos on Netflix, or not Netflix, YouTube. So that was cool. There's a whole community that they don't know that I'm a part of them. But there's a whole community out there that has really connected with each other, and I'm just trying to kind of like work my way in. So infiltrate. Also this year, and again, no one's going to be surprised by this, but I got a library job. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, super exciting. I've been trying for 1.5 years to get a library job before it finally happened, but it happened, and I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, very excited. And then this one's kind of a side effect from starting my channel and also starting a library job, is I'm reading more. I really went through quite a reading slump, mostly just like post-grad school. I just didn't want to read anything because I'd had so much reading to do for so long that I was like, and I'm good, thanks. But I've really gotten back into books, and I'm like, why haven't I been reading this whole time? Books are so good. So those are kind of the major BookTube related things that happened this year. And then my resolutions for next year are, first of all, I want to read more, period. Like 25 books for a whole year is a little on the, really on the low side. My goal next year is probably going to be like 60 books, which is 5 books a month. So that's a decent amount. But I'm now going to be commuting to work. It's only like half an hour to get to work, but I am going to be commuting to work. So that's an hour of audiobook time per day. And then, reading. So I'm hoping to get 60 books done this year. We'll see how it goes. And then I really want to start reading more physical books, not just audiobooks. Like, I want to actually read, not listen. I mean, I'm definitely going to still do audiobooks, like I was just saying. Like, I'm going to be commuting and I'm going to have that time in the car. But I really want to get back into physically reading a book. And not just on ebook. I have a really hard time with ebooks. Like, I can read an ebook if I have to, but I definitely prefer physical books. And since now, like, a lot of the times I was like, I only want stuff I can download because getting to the library is kind of a hassle because, like, I was working graveyard and taking a class during the day. So trying to get to the library while it was open was a giant pain in the butt. I can have the books sent to the library work at. Excuse me. So picking books up, like, there's literally no excuse. So I'm really excited to start, like, physically reading actual books again. Like, really excited about it. The next one I'm so bad at. I really want to start using Goodreads more consistently. I was trying to compile the list of books that I had read in 2018, and there were books that I had done videos on and couldn't find a Goodreads. Like, it was not even marked as want to read in my Goodreads. I was like, oh my gosh. So I really want to use Goodreads more consistently, not just to track what I've read, but also because I want to start being able to give you guys a resource where if you're wanting more in-depth, like my personal thoughts on how I liked a book, there's a spot that you can go. So I really want to be able to create a Goodreads account that's worth people following. And right now, even I'm like not even great about remembering to rate books on Goodreads, but when I do, there's very rarely a review that goes along with it because I'm lazy and I don't want to type them up. It's not because I don't have feelings on the books, it's because I'm lazy and don't want to have to type that up. I mean, to be fair, I'm usually on my phone, and trying to type up a book review on my phone would be a giant ordeal, but I mean, it's not like I'm not around a computer a fair amount and couldn't just type up a review. So I really want to be consistently, especially books that I do videos on, because I don't always necessarily go into depth about how I felt about a book. I might give kind of like a quick overview of my thoughts. I really wanted to start doing reviews on Goodreads. That way you guys had, you know, another spot where you could follow me if you wanted. And then, so that gets into the second part, is I wanted to actually review all of the new books I read. Sometimes I'm rereading stuff. Like right now I'm rereading The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini in preparation for the new book coming out. And I mean, I'll check because I read these long enough ago I might not have even had a Goodreads account when I read them, but a lot of stuff was already going to have like a rating and whatever if I reread it. So, but I really, those are the things I want to get into next year, is like reading more, physically reading, and being really consistent with my Goodreads account. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. The other thing is, I'm also not going to like stress about these. I want BookTube to be fun. I don't want it to be like a chore or something like this thing hanging over my head that I have to do. So if it gets to be too much, like it might not happen, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Until next time, happy reading. And don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up. All the things. Okay. See you next time. Bye.